In the last chapter of the Book of Unwritten Tales.
And the voice is good too. How did you manage to make it sound as if it came from the ghost?
Fire?
Why do I smell burning?
That voice isn't coming from me. It's coming from...
Fire! Fire!
Water?
Wilbur!
Put it
where
out.
are you?
Ah! Ow! What the devil is going on here? Where is everyone?
What is that?
The, rubber ball has changed itself into an evil skull.
And now,
I think this thing is just leading us round in circles.
I don't believe it.
it could...
Look, the heart of the woods.
Okay, I was going to say, this could be the heart of the woods. That's why we would be circling it. Yeah.
Pretty much, yep.
Perhaps we should have
Nothing
copied this
prepared for
thing.
Anything. Headless horsemen, paladins, witches, spiders. There could be a whole army waiting for us in there.
I mean,
Ladies first?
it's quite small. There's a limit to how many could fit in there, I think. Lots to look at. Well, 3 things anyway. Look at Lizzie. Come on, Wilbur. Thank you. Please. Look at Lizzie. Or not. Look at the cave
Whatever
entrance.
is living in the cave under the tree, it's killed off all the trees close by. Only the tree directly above the cave entrance is alive. Well, more or less.
I mean, it's still standing. Diseased tree.
I've never seen such a gnarled, sickly tree before. Even Ivo's dad would have trouble getting that to blossom again.
Maybe. Can we look at her now? No? We can leave. Alright then, I guess we go on in. Come on, Lizzie.
Well, okay then. I'll lead.
Kind of dark in here. Oh,
Esther!
okay.
Well, well, well. Who have we here?
Okay. Yeah, and how are you not a ghost? Of course, I guess Wilbur doesn't know that.
Archmage! You're alive! What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm not alive. I'm just a ghost, thanks to you.
What?
Thanks to your incompetence and stupidity.
I don't think this is actually the Archmage. I mean, these could be funny, but I want to advance the story, so...
Enough! You're not the Archmage!
Wilbur, how can you say such a thing? I was your friend, and you didn't prevent my death.
Who are you really?
Silence!
Is this a boggart? Yeah, stop this nonsense. Who are you?
Archmage Alistair and Remy were my friends! I forbid you to pretend they're here!
Don't you understand, Wilbur? We relied on you and you have abused our trust.
No.
You disappointed us and you will disappoint Gulliver, Timmy, and the others too. You're just a stupid little boy who makes everything worse.
Rubbish. Don't listen to him, Wilbur.
You tell him.
No, a spider.
Yes! I will suck you dry.
Stop! I know who you are!
You're a boggart, aren't you? You are Fear? I guess?
You're always whatever we're most afraid of.
I'm death, disease, loss, failure, humiliation. The monster under the bed. The creature in the cupboard.
Lizzie's afraid of spiders, Esther of the paladin who once chopped her head off. And me? I don't want to make any mistakes and cause anything nasty to happen to my friends.
But you can't prevent it. Neither of you will leave this cave alive. And then I'll get your friends one by one.
Sure you will. You're not real.
You aren't real. Arrows and bolts just fly straight through you.
Nothing can harm me. You're lost desperately.
You only have power if we give it to you, right?
No, I am real. I will kill your friend.
Well, go ahead and do it then.
Yeah? Go on then.
You tell her.
I
It, whatever it is.
sink my fangs into your skull.
Stop talking about it and do it then.
No, you won't. The spider isn't real, Lizzie.
I am. Fear is real.
In a way.
It can only paralyze us if we let it. Why are you backing off? Are you gonna bite her or what?
Yes. Why should I be scared of you if you can't do anything to me?
But what if I can? You can't be sure.
If you could, you would have done it
I'll take the
already.
risk.
You can't destroy me. I'm always here.
Yeah, but we can't
But
ignore
We
you.
can control you. Everything okay?
Yes, I'm all right now.
All right. Well, perk up here, Esther. Everything's okay.
Esther hasn't made a sound yet. I hope she's all right. And I hope she can walk. It'd be a long walk back if I had to carry her.
Yeah. I doubt you could lift her.
Esther, how are you doing?
He's going to cut my head off, and then I won't be able to look after Gulliver and Nate anymore.
Come on now. It's not real. It can't hurt you.
Don't worry, Esther. That thing is gone. It can't hurt you now.
The Paladin, he wants to chop my head off. Who's going to take care of both my boys then?
Listen, they're fine. They're waiting by the campfire.
Gulliver and Nate are fine. They're both waiting for you at the campfire.
Yes, for now, but the Paladin wants to chop my head off. And who'll take care of them if that happens?
Listen, it's not real.
There is no paladin anymore, and there never was one in the first place. It was a kind of apparition sent to scare you.
No, I definitely saw him. He is out to get my family.
Listen, Esther, no one's going to hurt you.
Look at me, Esther. There's no one here who wants to do you any harm. The ghost has disappeared.
He has gone?
It's gone, and it won't come back as long as you don't let it.
He said that he was going to get Nate. As soon as he has chopped my head off, he was going to get my little boy.
It won't come to that. I'll explain, but not here. Let's join Nate and Gulliver by the nice warm fire, okay?
Yes. Oh, thank you, Wilbur.
You're welcome. We can't quite leave just yet, though. There's more to examine.
As soon as she takes Gulliver and Nate into her arms and knows that everything is okay, she'll forget this cave in no time.
I don't know about forget, but not be so worried about it anymore. Objects?
All sorts of small stuff and a few pieces of clothing, too. Yes, this thing fed off its victims' fear. It made them ill, perhaps even drove them mad. They were no longer able to think of anything else, didn't eat, and no one in the town knew what had happened.
Right.
A little mirror, a flute, shoes, scarves, and there's a hair clip. Lots of little things, all mementos of the abducted villagers.
Anything we need to
I
take?
will talk to the mayor and offer to bring everything back to the village once I freed Timmy from the curse and found the sorcerer's book.
Assuming that there is a book. So this thing maybe wasn't a Bargart, but it is a phobophage.
A picture of a clown. Funny.
Yeah.
A sad clown is art, everyone knows that, but this one here looks pretty normal to me.
Does it? I don't want to meet any clowns from your neck of the woods then. Hello, Jaws.
Even though I spent quite a bit of time in Seastone, I don't know much about fish. I'm a child of the mountains. I'm pretty sure that this must be a dolphin, though, as it wants to play with a swimmer.
Right, sure it does.
Someone once told me that dolphins weren't actually fish at all.
They're not.
They were actually birds, because they flew through the water with their wings, just like birds through the air. Might be something to that.
Uh-huh. Sure. So is this Santa Claus?
A man waving at the observer in a friendly manner. He's wearing a name tag. Looks like his name is Claus. I don't get it.
Well, kids are generally frightened of Santa Claus.
I don't like it when you really have to think to get the meaning of art. What is this Claus picture trying to tell us?
That we should not be naughty, I guess. There's a spider there, too. So what do you think now, Lizzie?
Pretty scary, eh?
Ooh, too right. What do you think it was?
A demon? A ghost? Some headless creature that only becomes powerful when we give it power?
A
I
phobophage.
believe that after the sorcerer died, the people in the village were so afraid something terrible would happen that this is exactly what did happen.
And if they hadn't been so afraid, they could all still be here.
Probably.
My uncle was always afraid of becoming ill. That made him ill.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're afraid of dying, it can make you forget how to live.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You're quite the philosopher, Wilbur Weathervane.
You find that
I've just
attractive,
been
do
thinking
you?
a lot how it's better to do things and maybe fail than not to do things because you're too scared to fail.
I'm glad you have achieved that wisdom. Anything else?
What are you going to do once this is over? Will you help me find the sorcerer's book?
That's your adventure. I've my own.
Oh, actually, I think we're a good match. Well, as partners, I mean.
Life partners.
You know, as partners in adventure. Adventuring partners.
Oh, I think so too. Seastone in spring is supposed to be worth a visit.
Yeah, about that. At the moment, it's a police state run by a complete nutcase.
That could be lovely. It just depends on who you're with.
They do seem to be hitting it off, yes? I suppose it's time to leave. We'll kindle this romance later. Perhaps.
I know two people who are longing to see you, Esther.
Yep, Nate and Ivo.
And I know someone who owes us a sack of gold.
Ooh, that too.
Go.
We are going to split that, right? 50-50?
There was never a curse?
That's right. No curse, no real threat. Only fear made it become a reality.
Oh, then I'll try to be more open-minded in the future and not always assume the worst.
You can start by welcoming my zombie friends into your village.
We'll see. At least I'll talk to them.
Good.
That would be good.
Good deal. We're making progress here. About that reward.
If my memory serves me right, you promised a sack full of gold to the person who hunted down the Headless Horseman.
Of course, and you have earned it.
Awesome.
He earned it. You get half of this, Lizzie.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, really?
See you around.
Or, take it all.
Oh, yes. See you later.
Not like we could have used that, I guess.
Just, never mind.
Yep. What do you do? So, why were you afraid of a Headless Horseman?
Why did fear show itself to you in the form of a Headless Horseman?
Oh, my grandfather always used to tell me the story about a headless horse.
Ah, childhood
I
fear.
was terribly scared of it, but it was still my favourite story.
Until you lived in it?
And if there's enough hysteria, you'll believe anything. Even that ghost stories are real.
Okay. So you can show us the way to the castle now, right?
Now you know how to defend yourself against the curse. So could you please show me the way to the old Van Buren castle?
Oh, yeah, of course. You and the enchanting young lady.
I don't know about enchanting.
Huh, and about time too.
I better draw myself a good map. I'm sure I'll be going back and forth between the castle and the village a few more times.
Yes, please
My
do.
friends are here and Timmy is still somewhere in the woods.
Oh, that's right.
Fine, let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Whale.
Okay. So here we are at last.
I drew my path on the map very carefully. This way, we can always return to the village if necessary.
No need. I'll only leave the castle one more time, with a few crates of gold.
What do you mean?
She's a gold digger, Wilbur.
This place sucks, don't you think?
The castle will blossom in your presence, just like me.
How do you know who she is?
Laddie!
If you've never seen her before.
My moonshine.
You won't believe what I've been through. I need a bath this instant.
But of course, my love. Then perhaps a light dinner, and then let's just see what the evening holds in store.
Ahem.
Are you her servant?
Hardly.
No,
You can be my servant. My Igor died years ago. For good this time.
Actually, I wanted to...
Wipe your shoes, or you'll have to clean everything again.
Rather presumptuous, isn't he?
But... there we go again.
At least it gives us entrance to the castle. Oh my god, lots of things to look at. Where supposedly we will find a book that can that can cure Timmy, not kill him, hopefully.
In an old building like this, falling masonry is probably an occupational hazard. Wonder if that's why the position of Igor was open.
Perhaps, maybe we should locate a helmet. Lift the stone up and look at the damaged carriage. Something under the stone?
Stone's fairly flat. Maybe some sort of roof tile.
Oh, worms.
Yeah! Big white maggots.
Oh. Okay. So we'll need that at some point? Do we still have our fishing rod? Well, we still have the wooden stick. No line, though. Oh, here's the map.
My map helps me get anywhere I've been fast. I've entered all the paths carefully.
It certainly helps to have a map. Okay, that's a very interesting path. There's a skeleton head here and a question mark here. So we can jump around, jump around. Jump up, and get down. The damaged carriage.
I'd say that coach hasn't moved a meter since old Van Buren's day.
Maybe?
Several spokes are broken. Yes. Ooh, there's a small tree growing out of one of the seats.
Are we going to need to fix it?
I wonder how many owners this castle had before Van Buren. Too bad it's so run down. Soon it'll be nothing but ruins.
Unless something's done to upkeep it.
Nothing but weeds and trash everywhere you look. The Count really does need some urgent household support.
A bull-looking gargoyle? I guess we're just looking at the castle.
The castle is way too big for one person. Why do all rich people always buy buildings like this and live in them all alone?
You would have to ask Ebenezer Scrooge, I'd imagine, or just Vladdy.
As the rooms the Count uses are so dilapidated, I wonder what the others will look like.
I do too. Will they be in worse or better shape? Oh, we can take the weeds?
Time to make myself useful as the new servant.
Oh.
On the other hand, I'm not the world's best gardener and should probably leave well alone.
Right, but we got some weeds.
A little dandelion, bit of grass and some other weeds.
Okay, well, one would assume those are going to be useful for something sometime. Is there an animal here?
A shallow water bowl for the chickens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see them. Chickies.
The Count seems to like chickens. That's a good sign. Anyone who likes animals can't be a bad person.
Maybe he is hatching cockatrices.
They've no use for an empty bowl.
But we do?
A shallow bowl.
Okay. Alright, don't know what that's supposed to be for.
The chicken coop is in pretty much the same condition as the castle. Skew whiff. And the roof leaks.
Chicken shack, baby, chicken shack.
The chickens seem to be quite lively. They run, they peck. You could say they're poultry in motion.
Yeah, poultry in motion.
The Count seems to like chickens.
Okay, so we have to do something with the chickens eventually then. Statues?
Nasty statues. I saw them from the drawbridge. They look like a mixture of a man and bat. And it's almost as if, they watch you the whole time as you approach the castle.
Yeah, man and bat. What could that be, Wilbur? Never heard of anything like that before, have you?
Legend has it that a master builder was once hired to come up with a visually appealing way to divert water from the roofs of buildings.
And
He
gargoyles.
thought to himself, why don't I put statues on the corners of the roof and let them get rid of water the way you, well, get rid of water? The idea with the peeing statues didn't meet much approval, and they forced him to change his design. He was very angry about the whole thing. That's why gargoyles today look like they're constantly throwing up. Doesn't look like rain, thankfully. A storm is the last thing I need in a place like this.
Supposedly, yes, we can leave. There's a letterbox. Is there some letters there?
The Count and his young fiancée met through a newspaper ad, which means someone has to fight his way through the mountains on a regular basis.
Oh, good point. Unless it's delivered by magical means.
Just a single sealed scroll. To Count Vladimir Orlov, the Dark Woods. Oh, hey, the seal bears the sea stone coat of arms.
Really? Who's it from?
I wonder why someone would send a letter from Seastone to the Dark Woods. The letter's sealed, and it's not proper for a servant to read his master's post.
Listen, Wilbur, just because somebody tells you you're their servant doesn't mean you're actually their servant. And while I know that it's not good to look through other people's mail, we are in a save the world kind of situation, right?
I wonder why someone would send the letter.
Okay. So apparently we have to give it to him. Or do something else with it.
Neither the drawbridge nor the portcullis were able to protect Van Buren against the mages, paladins, and villagers who came for him. Maybe he was no longer at the height of his power. Otherwise, a sorcerer like him should be able to defend a castle like this easily.
Or maybe he just didn't expect attack. Okay. Oh, we can take some.
Okay, if we must.
We must. Because it says we can.
Yeah.
I concur, but, we do what we must.
Thick white grubs. For some, these things are a source of protein. I'm a little more conservative about my food.
Yeah, don't blame you. So... Well, nothing appears to be combinable yet, so I guess we should go inside.